take a look at this. When it comes to the languages being spoken in Africa, if a white person should come here, to learn, it will take these persons forever. Even in Ghana here, this white person might not finish. Because even in every tribe, the languages spoken in a tribe has two nations. Hey, tell me, who are you? I'm telling you that you are gods, my people. Because in Ghana, when you take a tribe like Ewe, they have Dofo, they have Anglo, they have so many in that tribe. This is a tribe, and the language they speak, there are two nations, like their Kants, you see, like the Ashantis, they have Fanti, they have Bono. It's many. Under every tribe, the languages are many, and the donations varies. There's variety in Ghana, there's variety in Africa. The food, the dance, the festivals. See, a whole lot more that this white will never finish unless this person becomes a citizen here in Africa here. And still, this white will never finish. There's a lot in Africa, but look at Africans. They leave what they have and learning about one language somewhere. Look at the thousands of languages in Africa. Thousands. See, thousands. Look at the thousands of languages in Africa. How many of them can you speak? You're watching me. How many of them can you speak as an African? How many of them can you speak? There's a lot. This is to see that there's a lot here that you yourself, you can never finish discovering it till the day you die. Tell me, who are you? Africans are gods. So much variety that you can talk of. Even the languages in Ghana, many. Nigeria, Togo, Benin, Liberia, Somalia. Hey! Many different cultures, diverse cultures. Tell me, if you want to go on a journey of knowing Africa, can you finish? Can you finish? Can you finish? Even when you start at 5, you can never finish. You can never finish. So much more in Africa that Africans are yet to know. But look at what we are watching. Look at what we are into. Always praying and breaking yokes of the devil. Breaking yokes. How can these teachings make you know you? Teachings that is telling you that a savior will come one day. And so keep being in this religion. Keep being in this situation. You see, keep being in it. Hold faith. Hold your faith and keep being in it till a savior comes to save you. How can you know yourself with these teachings? I'm asking you, you are watching me. How can you know yourself? Because every day, every problem that you encounter, you don't know that you have to know self in order to understand the situation which you are in. Many Africans are here to know, just like how you are watching. You need to know that the God that they are talking about is Africans. You are God. You are God. You need to know the energy that is making you hear what I say. Look at the varieties that you can never finish learning. Look at the whites. What are the varieties that you can talk about? What variety is there that you can talk about? How many languages do they speak, my people? Their culture, their dance, their food. In Ghana, you can never finish. How much more Nigeria? Hey, my people. Seeking knowledge, you see, is the only way. Knowing you is the only way. If you follow certain teachings that says you have to wait for a savior, then you suffer. Because the savior that they are talking about is what is making you hear what I say. It is you, that energy. But people are yet to know. Then you leave this energy, you see, you forgo this energy, and then you go and put yourself under some teachings. You see, then you are there. You cannot come up, because anytime you want to come up to use the savior, fear, then you stay. Then problems keep mounting, and you can never see, because when you are in that situation, anything that you are going through, that the belief says, or if you belong to any religion that is telling you that don't go beyond any teachings that you are into, and it says that don't go beyond it, it's false. It's a lie, because that is where you will find yourself. That is where you find yourself. And so if you continue to live in that situation, if you continue to be in that belief, if you continue to hold on that belief system, it is true for you, because that is the reality at which you see things. Because whatever you believe is true. It is true for you. So you continue to live. But from a higher perspective, it's getting you nowhere. That is what Africans are yet to know. That is why Africans cannot even believe in themselves. That is why when an African see a white person, they see God. They don't believe in themselves. Even a stupid white who does not know who they are will see Africa and then be a god over such Africans. And if this African also does not know who they are, then they also succumb to this person, this white, who also don't know who they are. When they bring up conversation, then they'll go with them. 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 You see, It's all about knowing who you are. You can only see things from a different perspective when you leave the teachings that is getting you nowhere. And the thing is, see how the mind works. Even if these teachings are not helping you, because of the fear that is in it, which is the blocks, you will stay. And even in a situation whereby you want to move out, the brain will create a situation in the belief system that is getting you nowhere for you to stay. The brain is a champion man, champion lady, champion lelele. That is how the brain is. Until you see, you take it upon yourself. Nah, I want to know me. I want to know the energy that is making you hear what I say. I want to get in touch with that God energy within me. Because it's that God energy that you use to go to the church to pray and break the yokes. But these yokes will never break. Because you don't know that the yoke, you see, the beye, the witchcraft that always pray against. You see, the energy that you use to go and pray against and break the yokes of that witchcraft is what you should know. Because if you know who you are, you know that beye thing, you see, that witchcraft thing, is a lower frequency. When it comes to the spiritual realm, you see, it is the lowest frequency. So if you are fighting, you are always going to church to pray against, then you will forever pray and you will never know who you are till the day you die. You see? That is how it is. So that is why you need to know who you are. That is why you need to know who you are. People use fear. The devil. You pray. Prayer warrior. But yet, when you see somebody who is coming to destroy you, you can't even see. You go and marry such person as a wife or as a husband. And now you've regretted. Regret upon regret. Then now the prayer will double. If you used to pray at 9 p.m., then now you pray till 12. Then you wake up 3 to 6. You see, how can you have peace with this? How can you get peace with this? How can you enjoy peace with this? How can you know yourself with this? That is why knowing who you are is important. Knowing who you are, knowing the energy within you, the energy that is making you hear what I say is important than any other thing. The savior is you saving yourself. Knowledge is information. It's not any savior that is coming from anywhere to come and save you. That is why Africa is this way. That is the teachings Africans believe. You see, cannot be confident among themselves. That is why Africans will see a white person, a god over them. You see, when you know the energy, that is when you know that, yes, truly, I'm a god. Look at these diverse cultures in Africa. Look at the languages, look at the food. Look at Africa. You see, there's so much more in Africa. You see, so much more. African, you see, if you don't know who you are, you'll be waiting for somebody to come and say good things about you before you can do certain things. You see, that is what Africans are waiting for, and that is what they will never get, because it is them. You see, it is them. It is them. It is you, African. It is you, an African. You see, it is you, an African. When you know who you are, it's when you can attract good things to you. That is it. You will see good things, and the good things will come to you. The people who are trying to do kulu with you, they will come. And they'll be frustrated around you. Why? Because you are not moved. Your belief system is strong. You are in touch with yourself, the God energy within. You get it? That is the only way, my people. Gotta believe in yourself as an African. Believe in yourself as an African. That is the only way, my people. Believe in yourselves. Believe in yourself. This is what we do in Africa. Wake up every day. Learn so much about Barnabas in Jehoab. You see, tell people about it. How can these things make you know you? How would this make you know you? Because this is someone's experience. How would this make you know you? If you want to go beyond, they say, the savior. The savior, the savior, you want to go beyond the Bible, you want to go beyond these teachings. The savior, you lost your way, which is the way. You see, you never know who you are. And so in a situation whereby you want to move out, you stand on the elevator, you want to move out. As the elevator is getting you up, the teachings that say don't go beyond will pop in your mind again. Then you jump from the elevator. Then you stay where you are. Be doing the same thing all over and over again. Go here, tell about Mary. Go to this house, tell about, you see, Mary, Joseph, Barnabas, Joab, Naomi. You see, learn about these persons. Memorize verses. Then you say to the other person. The other persons also pass it on. That is what we are doing in Africa. How can this style of knowing makes you know who you are? How can these teachings make you know who you are? How can this situation, this style of dancing, make you know who you are? Don't you know you are God? So much in you that you need to discover. These things will not make sense to someone who is not ready to know. If you don't want to go beyond the fears, then you will continue to do the same thing over and over and over again. Barnabas, Jehoab, Joseph, you see, Daniel in the lion's den. Daniel in the lion's den. There are situations whereby a Christian will say, we don't worship, me, I'm a Christian, I don't worship idol, we don't worship idol. We are Christian, we don't worship idol. Yes, you don't worship idol. But you wake up every day talking about Jehoab, Barnabas, Naomi, Jacob, you see, King Solomon. You are walking around memorizing these things in your head and then telling other fellows every day, this is what you do every day. Tell me, this is not slavery. Sit back and look at what you are doing every day till the day you die. And you will never know this energy. You see, we don't worship idol. We don't worship idols. You see, when you know who you are, you transcend. You see, you go beyond all these teachings. Then now you can see things clearer. That is how it is. Oh, go beyond these idolatry things. Go beyond the Bible. That is where you will find you. Go beyond teachings that are limiting. Teachings that says that if you go beyond, you've lost your way. You lie. Because there's so much in you that you need to discover as an African. The varieties in Africa is teaching you that there's so much more in you that you need to discover. But you say, oh no. You say, oh no. No, I'll learn about Jehoshaphat. I'll learn about Moses. Oh, hey, I'll learn about Moses. I'll learn about Abraham. And I'll learn about Jonah. I'll learn about all these persons. And I'll go and tell other people about it. You see, then the fears don't go beyond. Oh. When you are asking questions, you know, my brother, you have to stay because you know the Lord. Because you don't know that the God, the Lord, is the energy that is making you hear what I say. So you are doing external things, and when you come and sit down, I don't worship idol. I don't worship we don't do idol. You see? You don't know that it's the energy that is making you hear what I say. It's what you should know. That is God. Every information is in you. But until you make the effort to leave those beliefs, you can never know. And you can never see things from a different perspective. You see? So you are the savior. You see? The savior that is coming is information. And you have to make the effort. So if you don't save yourself, you do the same thing over and over again. And you think, that is what? You see? That is what? That is why you do all these things, but you find yourself in a wrong relationship. You keep attracting the wrong relationships because you can't even see why. Because of the belief system. It's limiting. When you go beyond it, then you find you. And now you begin to understand this universe because you are a universe. So if you don't know you, there's no way you can understand this universe. The universe will give you signs and you will never see it because your awareness has not increased to the point where you have to understand it. It is blocked by a teaching that says that don't go beyond it. You see, my people, that is why I'm telling you that know who you are. Know who you are. Africans are gods. That is how the Asian people saw themselves. And that is who they were. You see, the teachings will not make you see that. Belief system, it is true for you. What you believe is true for you because you believe in that experience and you are ready to live it and move to a different reality. You see, then now you can see the people who are doing the same thing over and over again. You see, thinking that they are doing the right thing, thinking that Savior will come and save them. Now you've become the Savior. Then now you will see and have a deeper understanding of what people are doing in Africa and why the continent is this way and why the people of Africans cannot feel confident about themselves. You know. Now you begin to understand. Correct. You see?